No idea right now. He might be busy. I don't know who else I could call, but
yeah, I can.
He can?
Yeah, it's just it's still to the public. It's
We're waiting on
Alright,
Mike to
ma'am,
drop
I'm gonna
off.
be cuffing you to the
Siobhan.
table here, alright?
I figured.
really
Made sure everything's alright, no funny business. They're a little bit of slinky cuffs, so you might be able to, move into the corner if you have to talk to a lawyer real quick. But not gonna let you run too far.
How their friends
Very well.
kidnapped me and my dog is found guilty.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Bailiff, you're not going to have to do much. All the witnesses are under seal except for potentially Maenad herself, so.
Oh, okay. Sweet deal.
Okay. I wasn't thinking that they were all going to show up. I thought this was going to just be me on my own, but fuck it, here we are, right? And we're going to just put music on and wait for, hopefully, this to resolve peacefully in some way. How have things been up at prison? Quiet, mostly, or?
Today's been kind of quiet. I think recently
Sure.
been a lot of,
Sure. Hey,
we've
between
had
you
a
and me,
lot of
how's her
investigations.
behavior been in prison since the whole Juno thing?
I haven't really seen them in prison, to be
Haven't
honest.
seen her much. Okay, not coming out of her.
No.
She been in solitary, or?
I guess so. I've never really interacted with this inmate, to be honest. I'm typically on duty every day, so.
Probably solitary would be my guess. I mean, she did
Mhm.
manage to murder a prosecutor while in prison.
Yeah,
How
I
did
think
y'all let
that's-
somebody get murdered while they were in prison?
We have a weird. We can't have a DOC guard in that room because we're,
Privilege, right?
yeah, the privilege, and all we did was have one outside, and at the moment we asked.
Oh,
for that,
this is a death penalty case. This isn't
guard
just the
to-
nines.
Well, actually, I don't know if I want to really speak much because it's a pending court case.
Fair. Are they still pushing
Yeah,
those
so-
charges against?
Yeah, poor Crawford.
Yeah.
Alright,
I can't
just
touch
wanna
it.
confirm, are we waiting on anyone else? Just one lawyer?
We are waiting
Excuse
on
me, DOC?
her lawyer.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I meant to have that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably good that you
Thank you.
search her. Sorry, she probably should have gone to the front door, but did
Hmm.
anyone perma?
Yeah,
27
yeah.
people permit. So yeah, no,
What is
I'm not
the
kidding.
lawyer's
The
name?
charges here are 22 times first-degree murder, 31 times accessory first-degree murder.
Do you know what the lawyer's name is? Norman?
Siobhan Fitzpatrick. She's apparently
Oh, okay.
currently
Okay.
kidnapped by
I know
Mike
that.
Block.
Oh
And
my
Crane
God.
is negotiating for her return to us.
Got it.
Yeah, that's why Crane is outside in drag trying to confuse Mike Block.
There's the lady outside saying she's an attorney for this
Alright,
case.
let's go handle it.
She
Redhead?
said she was kidnapped.
No, bring her in. That's Siobhan. Bring her in.
Yeah.
Her name was Siobhan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, no, this is very serious murder. Very, very serious murder.
I'm
Miss
so sorry.
Fitzpatrick, glad to see that you're alive and on this of all days.
I know. I got kidnapped twice on my way here. I'm so sorry, Maenad. I didn't mean to be late, and it's just because I gave away my four-leaf clover, and now I've got bad luck on St. Paddy's Day.
Well, you aren't wearing green. Isn't that meant to be the whole thing?
Oh, you're right. I brought this curse upon myself.
Brent, thoughts on the case? Guilty.
Luck of the Irish.
This is one of those things where it's very much going to be guided,
12.
and this person is intending to be found guilty here. Okay, do we have everybody in place that we need here? And is everybody going to be ready to go?
Your Honor, could you just give me like 5 minutes to speak with the client because of the kidnapping? Can I give like 5 minutes?
Sure, we can do that.
Sorry, thank you.
I do have a couple of pretrial instructions I wanted to go over as well.
Oh, actually, we could do those first, and
Okay,
you know,
if
take
you
the time.
if I
That's
can get
fine.
counsel from both sides to approach, please. Okay. As previously notified, just so everybody is aware, with regards to if you're going to be speaking with regards to the witness testimony or the depositions, you are to call the witnesses by their titles as given. Has everybody seen those?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And then just given the unique circumstance with the prosecution not having any witnesses to testify here in court, Siobhan, just so I can explain what we'll be allowing the prosecution to do is, you know how at the end of a, when you have your witnesses testify, they can call over evidence or recall anything that they want to point attention to. They're basically going to get to do a prolonged version of that, just so they can present a case in court, rather than just an opening, a closing, and having me go to the back and think about those 5 depositions, right? So they're going to be able to make a presentation. If there's any misstatements of testimony, if there's any speculative statements made, you are able to object, and I will rule on those at that time, okay?
Okay.
All right, does counsel from either side have any questions?
Nope.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. I'll give you your moment to speak with with your client. We'll begin at 35. How was that?
Perfect. Thank you so
All right.
much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Siobhan wants 5 to speak to her client.
I don't like this shirt on you.
I couldn't find a more green shirt,
Mm.
so I went with what I could find with the outfit. It's too muted, I agree. Kind of reminds me of fucking baby puke, but
You look very bland with it.
yeah, well, can't all be on to docket here.
Can't be what?
Can't all be on to docket here.
Fuck is that?
That's Crane's drag persona.
Yeah, on the
Wanda
docket. AWNDADOCKET. Hello, Tony.
So yeah, we're gonna
No
roll
one
it
sent me
on
anything.
35. Just kind of letting you know what I'm doing here. Both of you.
All right, I'll let you know when I look at the
Mhm.
pictures. All right.
The prosecution had all their witnesses testify under seal. They're just going to do a prolonged version of calling attention to evidence or witness testimony that's already been given after their opening statements. The defense will be allowed to object to any speculative statements or misstatements of testimony, and then the defense can call her up to the stand if they want. So it's not just going to be an opening and closing for the prosecution. I'll let them kind of make their case as well here in the courtroom proper.
Oh,
Cool. Serge,
Sorry, what was that?
why do you look like you just got back from the Black Parade?
I got hit with a bunch of shit.
What was that?
I got hit with a bunch of shit on the way in.
he's talking about your eyes.
Yeah, your eyes,
Oh.
the makeup.
Did I not tell you about the whole jaywalking thing?
No?
I got tortured by people who I gave a jaywalking ticket to.
Oh. Yeah, I'd never heard that.
I kind of don't blame him, to be honest.
Fuck you.
Jaywalking? Come on. Cringe.
I mean, it's the
They-
gateway into
no.
terrorism.
They were They were going, "Hey, asshole, look, we're jaywalking. What are you gonna do? Give us a ticket?"
Oh, okay. Well, if
Like,
they were
give
trying
them
to
a
check
ticket.
you, then yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you did the right thing. But you don't back
should-
down
I
from a
should-
challenge ever.
Norman, are
have
you
known.
victim blaming?
No, you never back down from a challenge.
Yeah, but you were questioning him. And you told him he did the right thing if they were trying to check him. But If they weren't checking him, are you saying he did the wrong thing by giving him a ticket?
Well, you know, people run across the street in this city all the time at inopportune times. You know, professional courtesy goes a
Oh
long
no,
way.
they were walking backwards across the fucking.
They were doing it on. Okay, they were
Yeah,
trying
it
to
wa-
get.
it- yeah, it
They
was-
wanted. Okay, all right. You know, if it were a one-off, Reggie, you know, it's different, right? You know, I was running across the street.
fuck
Maybe
'em
just a
all.
warning. Fuck them all.
Jaywalking is a gateway to terrorism. Trust me, I'd know.
Hey, Reggie, they're selling an Escalade over at Michigan Motors.
Okay.
Buying? You trying to buy an Escalade?
No, I've already got a Range Rover.
No, I meant Surge. Thinking about getting rid of the Explorer?
No, an Escalade is more his kind of car.
Oh, gotcha.
No, it's not. I'm happy with the fucking Range Rover.
He's pimping.
You know, McNee wants a Range Rover.
Yeah, but McNee would be able to see over the fucking steering wheel.
Can McNee see over the steering wheel?
True.
Need a fucking booster seat.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna make my way back up there. We're starting in like 4 minutes or so. So.
Sit down, Cross. You're making us look odd.
I'm gonna just chat with everybody that's in the area. Reggie is wrong. You love it. Yeah, Reggie is always wrong. He's not, but you know, sometimes he is.
I'm just worried that no one's gonna ever find out that I did the 30 murders.
I don't know if I meant to hear that. I don't know if I'm.
But it was so fun killing the 30 of them.
Nope, I meant to hear it. Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh boy. So when I say, Derek, that this is likely intentional, this is what I mean. This you know, this was a very well crafted roleplay over the course of 2 months that is intended to lead to this. And it's a point where death is on the table.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna get into this. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We are here for the matter of the People v. Maenad Thiasus. We have a serious level of very grave charges on the docket here today. And just so everybody is aware, the prosecution has motioned and has placed the death penalty on the table. Any outbursts, anything out of line from anybody that's here, not that I'm expecting it as this is sealed, will result in an immediate contempt charge for 100 months and $10,000 in fines. With that, I'm going to go ahead and begin with the statement of claim. During the time between December 13th, 2021 to February 3rd, 2022, Maenad Thiasus has been orchestrating scenes due to their religious beliefs of being a follower of the Greek god Dionysus. These theatrical scenes would often have an offering bowl that would have items indicating which god or goddess that it was made for. These offering bowls would be placed beside the main victim of the Greek story. The Olympian would leave a note, signed by the Olympian, leaving riddles for what investigators might find at the next theatrical event or god/goddess. Each victim would have a variation of torment that they were subjected to, and it is clear that Maenad Thiasus had no empathy for the lives that she took, to help spin tales of tales as false as her claims of being a Greek demigod. The evidence gathered by the Unified Police Department has made it clear that Maenad Thiasus is the only individual capable of these horrific crimes. The charges laid before Maenad Thiasus are as follows. You are charged of 1-time serial assaults and killings, 22 times first-degree murder, 1-time attempted first-degree murder, 31 times accessory to first-degree murder, 1-time terrorism, 1-time felony animal cruelty, 1-time unlawful imprisonment, 30 times human trafficking, 1 times desecration of a human corpse, 48 counts of active torture, 1 count of felony trespassing, 1 count illegal exhumation, 15 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts false imprisonment, 1 count attempted murder of a government employee, 1 count kidnapping a government employee, 1 count of reckless evading, and 1 count of criminal possession of a government issue firearm. Counselor Fitzpatrick and Maenad Thiasus, how does your client choose to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Understood. With that, we will go ahead and begin with opening statements. Prosecution, the floor is yours.
Between the dates of December 13th, 2021 to February 3rd, 2022, Maenad Thiasus had brutally tortured and murdered 22 people. The proof of Thiasus' involvement wasn't a bystander looking on in disbelief or being coerced to taking so many lives. The prosecution will be able to prove not only Thiasus' involvement, but that they are the sole benefactor to the logical reasoning of their quest for godhood. This will be proven by evidence that have been collected by the Unified Police Department and by notes left behind by Thiasus, explaining the theatrical play that they were putting on for San Andreas.
Thank you, Ms. Hayes. Ms. Fitzpatrick, the floor is yours. Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Fitzpatrick. At this point in time, normally we would move towards testimony. The witnesses for the prosecution have all entered their testimony under court sealing to protect witnesses involved. At this time, I will be offering the prosecution an opportunity to state their case based on the testimony given, and call attention to anything that they feel that this court should find significant. Prosecution, the floor is yours.
Give me a moment.
Did I just F out for a minute? Stream? Yeah, I F'd out, but it's back. It's back. I'm back, I promise.
All right, so prosecution would like to call attention to the silver coins that were found in a tent that Thiasus was living in Plato, can be referenced in report 35762, that match coins located at all scenes involving sacrifices to the Greek gods or goddesses, report 30748, 31588, 31915, 32188, 32426, 34462, 34984, 35181, 35762. Let me know when I'm good to continue.
You may, unless the defense needs a moment. She's listing off the report numbers for the incidents in question.
We're good. Thank you. We got him.
Thiasus' access to the Plato tent is proven by DNA from Thiasus being located in the tent, report 35762. There is also DNA matching the victim of Brian Mitchell, report 32426. Victim Jerry O'Brien, I don't know how to say his last name, I'm sorry, report 35553. Victim Gavin Creel, report 36151. And victim Madison Patkins, report 32188. Let me know when I'm good to continue.
You may. I'm able to keep up with you, officer, so you're good to go.
Each sacrifice by Thiasus was accompanied by an offering bowl to the gods and goddesses. Reference report 30748, 31588, 32188 32188 32426 34462 34984 35181 35553. Each offering bowl had a note signed with laurels. The note often had messages to police and riddles for the police to solve. In report 32426, an offering bowl made to Ares had the DNA of 30 individuals. Those individuals were located in the Polito garage in report 35879. All individuals were found deceased. 2 notes were located in the tent in Polito with riddles with no messages to the police officers. Report 35762. Sorry. There was also a black box located in the tent in Polito. A piece of paper with mathematical equations were located on the front with a lock that required a passcode. The equations required LEOs to use the heroes from each tale. The sacrifices were depicting the god attached to the offering bowl and the riddle that was written on the note in each offering bowl. Report 37027. The contents of the box were news article clippings, Interpol cases, Greek passport pages, a Dionysian invitation to 6 different events with a list of players in different parts of Africa, receipts to different hotels and hostels in different countries, tickets and clippings of different locations across the map, often suggesting a travel location. Some tickets match the dates of Interpol cases and also passport pages with the clippings of the map. Brazil rental receipt also placed them in Brazil City around the dates of 4 murders of newspaper clippings. I can place the evidence for the clippings into the proper channel.
Mackenzie, we should already have access to it
Okay.
now.
No, you guys all have access to it. It's just for direct viewing.
Okay. That
Thank
should
you.
be fine. Yep.
Well done getting the box open.
Bottles of wine were also located inside the tent in Polito that matched the wine that located on scenes 31915, 32188, 35762, 35879. And a bottle of wine was also located in the kitchen of report 34462. A bag of South African root seeds covered in flakka were also located in the tent. Report 35762. These match the seeds in the scene for 32188, 31588, 31915, 32188, 34462. All have cigarette buds located on the scene that come back a match to Maenad Thiasus.
Okay.
Let me know when I'm good to continue.
You are.
Victim Mary Parker had saliva on their cheek that matched that of Maenad Thiasus, report 35762. "30 passports were located in the Polito tent as well that all match the victim located in the garage in Polito, 35879. Victim Jeremy Jordan from report 31915's body was stolen from the coroner's office and placed on scene of report 34984. Victim Ty Diggs' body was dismembered and the head used to hold snakes in report 34462. His toes and fingers were also located in report 35553. Louise E. Mitchell is clearly depicted being removed from their final resting place due to being hung up in a crypt where their tomb was also located, report 32426. Brian Mitchell's coroner's report 32426 indicates that Mitchell was alive when his arms and legs were removed from his body. Coroner's report also states that the head was removed and Mitchell's head was located on Lesbos Lane in report 35181. His head was located next to a lyre that had both victim Brian Mitchell's DNA and Maenad Thiasus' DNA.
So this is
Jeremy Jordan, Brian Mitchell, Harris Neal, Jackson Hughes, and Jerry O'Branch all had coroner's reports that confirmed that each victim had alcohol in their system when they died. Jeremy Jordan, Brian Mitchell, Jackson Hughes, and Jeremy O'Branch all had coroner's reports that indicated opioids being in the victim's system upon death. Bottles of opium were also located in the tent in Polito. Coroner's report
Thank you for the
for
follow.
Jeremy Jordan also shows defensive wounds around his underarms. Cause of death was exonation causing organ failure. Coroner's report for Brian Mitchell indicates that he was alive. Oh, I pretty much already stated that. That's embarrassing.
Okay, Hayes, there's like 25 reports.
Yeah, it gets confusing a little bit. Coroner's report for Jackson Hughes. Yeah, this is me just going over court.
I do wish she would have gone sequential, but that's, you know, we're fine. We'll be fine.
Coroner's report for Jackson Hughes states that Mr. Hughes was under influence of alcohol and narcotics. Cause of death, severe blood loss due to lacerations caused by animal bites matching a coyote. Coroner's report for Jerry O'Brien states that the cause of death was from a crushing injury.
It's the boulder. I read about that.
Thiasus made multiple twats when they were aware police was searching for them or taunting police. This is documented in report 35553.
And we'll go over some of this
Thiasus
evidence
also
together.
placed a twat out of themselves after a deal was made between Thiasus and M. Hayes over an unknown phone call. Elios went to the gas station in the photo and located Laurels that have been located at Willie's after they phoned M. Hayes with an unknown phone number. Report 37118 has statements from Bridget Allen stating that they learned about the Olympian through the docket. The note left at property of Mackenzie Hayes does not state aiding them in becoming a god and reference them as the god of choices. It is also confirmed that they learned of Thiasus through the docket and through police reports.
Main thing I want to prove here
That is all that prosecution will be bringing forward, and prosecution rests.
Okay. Thank you very much, Detective Hayes. Defense.
The defense would actually like to call Maenad Thiasus to the stand.
Okay. Is she on the slinky cuffs? Bailiff?
Yes.
Alright, she can make her way up here, I believe.
I would like to correct the rest of the courtroom here that I use they them pronouns.
Understood. The court will respect that going forward.
Much appreciated.
All right, raise your left hand for me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, so help you Han?
So help me on.
The witness has been sworn in.
Thank you. Ms. Fitzpatrick, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maenad, in the events of Report 36372, dated February 9th, a lot is alleged to have happened. Can you tell us in your own words what exactly happened between you and Juno in that room?
Oh, another false impersonator of a god. Juno came to be my representative, but during that entire fiasco, she decided to mock me and mock the gods who I worship.
How did Juno mock you and your gods?
Saying that it was ridiculous to believe in them, that it was silly to do so. And it's all made up.
Did Juno say anything that would be a insult against your character?
Oh, most certainly.
What did she say?
Oh, that I would be crazy to have to believe in such fantasies, I believe she referred to them as.
Okay, and then what happened? What happened after that?
Well, she got me quite angry, didn't she? You see, I don't think she realized the power of a demigod. I don't think she realized what it means to have power. So I made it very clear to her that I would be showing her that power. She cried for help. No gods came to her safety.
Can you
And,
explain that?
oh, for a minute she was calling, help, help, help. No one came. No one came to save Juno Lemieux. No, no, I bashed her head in against the table.
Does. This is really good.
No, no further questions. Actually, sorry, give us one moment.
Okay.
That was a good slushy. It was nice to have a little bit of my own sort of, how do I put this, ingredients in it.
What's that smell?
Oh, the fingers and toes of various human beings.
Um,
Please step away.
Oh,
oh my god, I'm gonna be sick.
Please step away.
Oh, very well.
We're likely gonna need that to be documented.
Yeah. PD, can you quickly document this so I can dispose of it?
Oh my god.
Cleaning up another one of my
Seems
do
to
you
be
think?
something that I do.
Hmm. You should try one of them. They're quite good.
I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Thank you for the offer, though. Do you have a bag to put this in?
The defense counsel, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Oh, no, not at this time, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to dry heave.
Prosecution, do you care to cross-examine?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, cannibalism just happened.
You stated that Juno mocked your religion.
Hmm.
What is that religion?
Well, I believe the official term would be polytheism in relation to the Hellenic pantheon.
Okay. And how long have you been in that religion?
My whole life.
What does this religion require of its followers?
It depends on who of the pantheon you're worshipping.
Which one are you worshipping?
Well, I was worshipping Dionysus, but it seems a bit silly for a god to worship another.
Are you stating that you're a god?
Oh, Mackenzie, you already know that I am.
How exactly are you a god?
Well, throughout my little endeavors, I made my offerings, I made my sacrifices. I made a few extra sacrifices. It's about 30 to be exact, but I think we got there in the end, didn't we?
And what are these sacrifices that you've made?
Humans.
So you're stating that you sacrificed 30 human beings.
Well, a little bit more than that. But yes, there were 30 extra. I believe you would have found them, like you said, in the basement of Polito. Though they weren't intentionally going to be sacrifices. They happened to be more... Well, there's no good way to put it, is there? They just got unlucky when I couldn't support them anymore. You see, I was financially responsible for all of them. And funds did run a little bit low.
Is that why you asked myself for $1,000?
I'm not quite sure exactly how I put it, but yes.
How exactly would you put it?
I was making a trade.
I don't have any other questions.
Defense, do you care to redirect?
We sure do.
witnesses. I mean, I knew there was going to probably be a,
So, Maenad, every action you took was in pursuit of your religion, correct?
Well, no, not really. I've just learned not to waste something, and they're going to have to die anyways. So I thought I might as well just make them little offerings as well.
Which actions specifically were not in pursuit of your religious aims?
Oh, the slitting of the throats of the 30 people in the basement of the Polito garage. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to talk about it, but when you guys put it up there as accomplice, I felt quite offended.
Oh, no further questions.
Okay. Maynard, you may step down at this time and return to your seat.
Oh, such a shame. I was having fun.
DOC, can we make sure that maybe those table cuffs are just a little bit tighter, just for the
All right.
court's convenience? Defense, do you have anything further you'd like to call attention to at this time?
All right, I'm just gonna be tightening these up a little bit.
Oh. Take me to dinner first.
No, we're good.
Okay. At this time, we would be moving into closing statements then. Prosecution, are you ready to begin with your closing?
I would like to change something, so I need a couple of minutes.
Okay. I will grant you each roughly 5 minutes to button up those closings, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Well, I'm not going to have to think too hard about this.
Did I upset you?
Well, I mean, just wait for the closings. And, you know, never know.
You never know.
I spoke on the questions.
You never know, but...
You asked
You
me
never know.
about religious motives.
You're sure Reggie just kidnapped Demi. Oh, the dog's alone. Excuse me.
Hmm. Would you have preferred that I spoke a little bit more on how I individually tortured each one of them?
So,
well, it wasn't all religiously
okay.
motivated.
Chat, so for context, just to give a little bit of information here, right?
That was to achieve my godhood, of course.
I'm going to kind of share what I have here, right?
Yes.
So, I have everything that, well,
I
basically a
dirty little terrorists, you
snippet of
guys.
what she said here,
Is that what this
basically.
is?
I kept up with her as best as I could. But what she did here is basically what I did here, where I outlined the events on a specific timeline, made notes where they were relevant, and then know what to call back to as needed. So I know how to get to the counts that we need. Now, with the 31 counts of accessory,
No, I think that's
I'm
exactly
likely to
what
upgrade
you're trying
those
do, the
to
opposite of that.
first degree murder.
But I
Not
would've thought of
accessory.
terrorism.
Actually
No, I
did
do
it.
like that title, Siobhan.
Under spontaneous admittance here, right? Hey, good evening.
Sorry, Siobhan, you seem a bit upset.
So yeah, I've got a lot to course through, but I pretty much know where I'm gonna be at on these. We'll bring this back in at 07. The big thing I'm gonna have to do here is I'm gonna have to write my verdict, and it's gonna be a lot.
Then you better start asking for forgiveness then. You know what happened to the last lawyer who pissed me off?
Oh my god.
Oh, did I scare you?
Sorry, are we supposed to be hearing this?
I don't know.
Sidebar?
Sidebar. Okay.
Hey, they're asking for a sidebar.
Prosecution. I know we're working on closings, but they're requesting a sidebar.
Yeah, the client just threatened me, so I'm gonna let Tristan finish this up.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Alright? That's cool with everybody.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
perfectly.
Do you think?
Tristan just
Do you,
looking for
do,
you.
do you believe Siobhan, based on the threats, that this is in your best interest?
Oh fuck, you're right.
Like, if you quit, are you not pissing her off more?
Oh fuck. Fuck. Alright, well if anything happens,
Speaking
you'll
for
remember.
one quick second,
We're
Norman.
fine, we're fine.
Yeah,
fine.
hold on. Yeah, what's up, Serge?
All right, this person's done nothing but manipulate everyone in every angle when it comes to this shit.
Right.
From everything we've seen so far in evidence,
Yeah.
everything else. I think she's deliberately trying to get a mistrial.
Would you like one of my special slushies?
I don't think so at this point.
What do you think is happening?
Well, I'll tell you when we get back there, but I'm thinking this is likely just.
Well, hey, so the other option, and
I-
this is gonna sound
I
insane,
think I have a few left.
is if she wants to quit, she needs to stay and at least supervise and have the junior attorney do the closing.
I think for Siobhan's personal safety, it's best to do something rather
you
than
gotta go
nothing.
tell the coppers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. She'll stay in the room and just supervise the junior attorney do it.
Well, does the
You
junior
get what
want to
I'm
do it, or
saying?
does he want his throat on the line? You know, that's we're replacing one head with another at that point.
Yeah, but he's a junior
This
attorney.
one,
That's true. That's true.
is
Her
full of
life
blood.
kind of is
Excellent.
worth more, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave it up to them how they choose to proceed. But
Who gets to die? I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
hopefully nobody dies.
You know,
I mean,
the lifers
she's
have been
cuffed
so
to that table, right?
generous to me, collecting all these
Oh, yeah.
fingers. and
Look, there's guns
toes,
everywhere. We're fine.
all
We're
this
fine.
Yeah, we're
blood
fine.
from me.
This'll be fine.
They even offered to attack Mackenzie Hayes for me, and Anita, and good old Captain Pocket. That one is the one I would like to see the most.
Counselors.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. If we're ready to proceed, I will go ahead and bring this court back into session. Prosecution, you may begin with your closing at this time.
Oh,
Torture. That is what Thiasus inflicts on each one of their victims. It is made clear off the coroner's reports and the documentation of each scene. Each kill is an attempt to convince Greek gods to make Thiasus the 13th god in Olympus. A goal that isn't to uphold their religion or to continue beliefs forced on them at a young age. It's a goal that is self-serving and vain. While the thought is illogical, it doesn't excuse the evidence that has been obtained by the Unified Police Department and Maenad Thiasus' own statements. The admittance of only murdering 9 people while they were in police custody and demanding their release, or 30 additional people would be harmed. These 30 people were held against their will, handcuffed to poles in a basement of a garage that was covered in feces, slaughtered before police could locate them, and only being able to identify them due to their Greek passports being in the same tent that Thiasus resided in.
look, I don't kink shame you, Mackenzie.
This tent had every possible item that Thiasus would need to commit each murder. From knives, wine with opium, to seeds covered in flakka, answers to each riddle, 2 future riddles written out, and a list of gods that they needed to appease, which wouldn't be needed for a devout worshiper. Not only was Thiasus' DNA located at the tent, but also located at 4 different murder scenes, often on cigarettes, overlooking the victim as they wallowed in despair at what they have done to them. The tent also had a box full of trophies from previous kills that was committed abroad, indication that this is not a new behavior for Thiasus. When taken out of public influence, Thiasus continued their goal of godhood by murdering Juno Lemieux. It is clear that Thiasus should not continue to be allowed to walk the street of San Andreas, that they will continue to enjoy harming people for the simple pleasure of it. Due to the statements made in court here today, Thiasus doesn't care about those that they harm and takes pride in their actions with no empathy of those that are subjected to it.
Okay, thank you, Detective. Defense counsel, you're closing at this time.
When does extreme violence cross the line to terrorism? And how can it be defined to be either or? It is not the religious component that suddenly makes a murder also terrorism. The Penal Code does not clarify this otherwise. It is the religious or political components itself, as well as the extreme act of violence inherently that covers terrorism. In the case of Juno, fighting words have been upheld on this court before, and words uttered with the knowledge and intent of provocation of violence can have no other result but violence. When an attorney takes application of the First Amendment in their own hands to insult an individual's religious beliefs who has allegedly killed for their religion before, the end results can be no other. The vagary of the Penal Code is not for stacking charges, it is to ensure justice be done and the many ways in which terrorism can be perpetrated on the civilian population at large, as well as government entities. Every single report indicated religious aims, whether offering bulls or otherwise, as the motivation. The prosecution themselves have indicated religious aims as the motivator for these extreme acts of violence, with the desire to become a quote-unquote full-fledged god. Sentencing such an individual to death would be a wanton disregard for the 8th Amendment and a violation of the People versus Prison. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you both for those closing statements. I'm going to go ahead and place this court into recess, and I'll step back. Well, can they be restrained, please? I'll be placing this court into recess at this time.
See how quickly Crim pulled out that beanbag shotgun? God damn.
God damn, that was quick.
That man just pulled that shit straight out.
Give me 1 second.
He's so fucking cool, Norman.
Serge, I don't know if I need you back here, considering you were in on the depots and doing questioning.
No, I just want to hear the answer to the question I asked you.
Okay, what's the question?
The mistrial, that she's purposely going for a mistrial.
No, it seems like she's leaning further. It's weird. She passes the evaluation with flying colors, but her actions in the courtroom lean towards somebody who's trying to gain an insanity play, right? I don't think she's aiming for a mistrial due to inadequate representation. I think Siobhan's working with what she can based on the answers that her client has given her. I do think Siobhan's strategy here is somewhat questionable, trying to flatten all of this into one blanket charge of terrorism. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, because that's still a capital offense, and I can still, kill them
Okay.
for it.
All right, enough talking to me then.
Yeah.
Yep. Love you.
Yep. Okay. Hi, chat. Let's go through all of this one by one.
I'll try my best to stop the bleeding.
Done plenty of surgeries before.
Oh my god. All right, chat. Let's go through all of these one by one. I'm gonna put a little music on while we look at this. I just gotta. I need my Streamlabs. I need that window capture. All right, here we go. Let's open this up here a little bit. We're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna count victims, right, that were murdered. 1, Nathaniel Lane. Actually, I can do this from the timeline. Nathaniel Lane 1. Cole Porter 2. Jeremy Jordan and Christina Chenoweth 3 and 4. Manderson Pattinkins 5. Brian Mitchell 6. Tay Digg 7. Harris Neal, Alfred Neal, Jennifer Neal, Maze Neal 8, 9, 10, and 11. The body of Jeremy Jordan is found 12. Well, no, that's not 12. That's 11 still, because they were murdered on the 24th. Body was stolen and found here. Murders of Jackson Hughes 13, 14, 15. Orbach, Valteri, Wigberg, Megan 17. 18, 19, 20. The attempt, I have 20 here. And 21 being the murder of Juno Lemieux. 22 being the possible Gavin Creel incident. Maisie was murdered after the fact while she was in prison by an accomplice. I believe this is what they were pushing the one-time accomplice for. Can I full screen Google? No, because I have to work it on a weird side-by-side here. I only have 2 monitors. If I could do this, I would, but then I can't see chat. So it's one of those, unfortunate kind of circumstances. I can go as big as this, right? So I have 22 murders, all with very similar motives, all with the silver coins. The only one that was slightly different was the Juno Lemieux murder, which we're going to go ahead and open up that case here. Okay. Juno was working as her lawyer, or their lawyer at the time. They went to Bolingbroke Penitentiary and were acting as counsel, and there was a mockery that led to Juno's untimely death. But there's a makeshift offering here made with what was available in the room, right? They didn't have what they usually use to come up with their offering tools or offering basket. But the 911 call has the same Greek saying, "Your new god awaits your worship at the prison. Best come quick. This lawyer doesn't have much blood left." During this case, here's what I'll tell you that I heard. I heard an articulation from the prosecution where they went case by case, bit by bit here. And they articulated the murders of all 22 people. That was proven to me beyond a reasonable doubt. So, for that, and that alone, guilty. But we also have to address these accessory to first-degree murders. 30 of them, the people in the basement in Polito, they admitted to murdering. So not only is this 22 times first-degree murder guilty, based on evidence and information that was given here today, I have to upgrade this to 52 times first-degree murder. They said that they slit 30 throats. They said that they had a personal hand in doing so. So that was admitted to, all on its own. Accessory goes down to 1 time.
You know, it's fun to have a little following.
The animal cruelty was guilty. I mean, she used a coyote to claw a man's eyes out and bite him repeatedly to commit a murder. Guilty. You're going to find here, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to find not guilty of. I'm going to drop unlawful imprisonment. We already have 15 times kidnapping, right? Kidnapping is a charge that takes higher precedent. I'm not guilty just because it flattens into kidnapping for me, in my opinion. 30 times human trafficking. If I'm going to upgrade those 30 people to a murder, I don't necessarily know that I can charge them with human trafficking, right? Because I believe that the charge was assembled that Thiasus gathered the 30 individuals, trafficked them to the position.
Whoa, good Croc.
What's going on, Reggie?
Coming to hang out with you while you're going through shit.
Yeah, I just have to reconstruct murder numbers, really, is really all I'm doing here. Considering they admitted to 30 more while on the stand.
Yeah.
So, you know, this isn't difficult at all. I'm writing what I want to say, mainly. The only thing I'm going back and forth on is and it's the only argument that was brought up, is this charge of terrorism. Do I believe that they were doing this in a religiously motivated aspect? I do, based on the various attributes and things given to the Greek gods at each murder scene. Do I believe that it was meant to largely intimidate a civilian population? On the surface, actually, I don't. These people were murdered. They didn't know by who at first. Until the propaganda of the Olympian was being spread. Not so much by Maenad, but by other people. After they were already incarcerated. The notes that you'd seen at the vault or anywhere else. Right. So, is that terrorism? I don't believe at the time that the acts were committed that it necessarily was, but I believe it may have grown into that over time. With the larger message being spread through a cult-like behavior through multiple individuals after their incarceration. Unless you have other thoughts on how to interpret that.
I actually agree thoroughly with you on that one. It's it brings you to the point, right? It is thinking about cult leaders and stuff that they do. It's the same as a gang mentality, right? You're at the top and you push your followers down to do what you want them to do. And then it gets to a point where they become self-sufficient. And that was as a result of your hand. Do we go back and do we charge them for that as a result of other people's conscious decisions to do these things? Are they being controlled in a way by the main person? Was there brainwashing involved? Was the leverage that was held over them? Or did they make the conscious decision to do it themselves?
And was that
They
proven?
made the conscious... Exactly.
So,
and if that conscious decision was done by individuals, how is the primary supposed to take the brunt of everything?
correct. And one of the accessories, unfortunately, had a heart attack and is dead in prison. Florian Avellino is dead. So we'll never get that story, right? The answer to that died with Florian. So.
Now, did the prosecution prove that enough to you with everything you've got? I haven't gone over the evidence or anything. I'm just playing devil's advocate for you, so you can bounce ideas out.
So no. I have very, very clear articulation through the depositions and through what Hayes presented of the individual murder scenes, of Maynard's connection to all of them, of the trinkets left that create the religious motivation. Again, I don't see where it rises to the intimidation of a civilian population. I don't think that Twatter was used to intimidate people. If anything, things were put out saying praise be the Olympian. No longer an accessory at that point. You took the people and you murdered them. I'm considering just dropping all 30 counts there and just upping the first degree murder count again from 21 to 52. Or 22 to 52.
So just to touch on it, I know that you'd be dropping that anyway, but why would they go for human trafficking on it though? Again, I haven't read through the...
So the idea was that these people were transported to this basement, they were tied up and chained. They were left, and they weren't directly killed by Thiasus. They were kidnapped and they were moved to this position.
Did they kill each other or something?
No. So, the other case that was on the docket was for Florian, and it was believed that Florian committed the 30 murders.
Yeah, but reading by human trafficking, I don't see how that would fit anyway.
But you have to consider that this was pushed under the old law too. We just updated this.
Oh.
That said, it's gonna go either way.
Yeah, it's a moot point anyway. So, what's your plan? Are you doing? Are you going to be giving your sentence today, or are you going to be?
No. So there's going to be a sentencing hearing that's going to be unsealed.
Yeah.
I'll bring any victims, any friends or family of the victims that want to come in. Will make their statements. And then a sentence will be given at that time.
Okay.
I just need to finish writing up what I want to say. I pretty much got my charges down here, so.
Okay. All right, I'll leave you be.
Sell in.
I'm not an idiot.
Okay. So there we go, chat. Sorry about the F on the stream. My internet's just being dumb, stupid, and dumb lately. So verdict. This is the most important part. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. We've heard powerful testimony. Prosecution. Applying the severe, egregious acts committed by alleged committed by Maenad Thiasus. I'm gonna hide this part because I want this to be a bit of a surprise. I'm going to start some of the more simple charges that don't require intricate explanation. For the charges of, and I'm just going to get the list of basically all of these at the bottom here.
you join me? I don't. Oh, if that was the case, then I wouldn't be standing here, would I? I was determined fit to stand trial. Is that so? Well, I guess I am a serial killer now, aren't I? Mortality's a curse for human beings. My power lies
To the murder of.
Did you ever stop and ask how someone who was so meticulous with their planning and with every little thing got caught going to buy food from their grocery store? Hmm. Why would someone who's very much trying not to get caught by the police go straight into a gas station where police officers are stationed? 3 days later, Gavin Friel dies.
Hold on.
Away himself. So wait, 731. Straight into the interrogation room. Into penitentiary. I didn't even have to grab her. I didn't need fucking people. I think she don't you understand me? Oh, good disease, my friend.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Chad. This is just the part where I have to type a lot, and it's hard to.
And I know it's silly to me, but you're scared that I would. You're scared that all of this could have been a plan. All the joy, mutilation. Fucked up once yet, have I? I will admit, did hope that the press would be here.
Okay, this is gonna be a long one. with regards to terrorism. This is the only charge openly contested by the defense. This is largely, and after careful consideration, I believe that Maenad was committing these atrocities in the name of their religion.
You know, the false prophet, they thought killing him would do them well. But all they had to do was throw him up on a cross. But now you got about 1 billion different people around the world praising him. Praising some crazy guy who's got will to live. He had 12 college bros. You're wrong. Are you talking about the 30 people? They weren't my followers. They were just people I performed with. The one who paid for the little gallivant across the world. Mommy and Daddy's money. I financed a little trip around the world, and I used those troubles to my advantage. I killed people all across the world, and no one was the wiser by the time I left.
There's fucking blood in the TV.
Oh, Mackenzie Hayes got a little aggressive. He doesn't want to admit it, that he attacked you, Siobhan. He didn't attack you, Siobhan. It wasn't him. I came to you. I came to save you when he attacked you, but they didn't let me, so they had to put me in cuffs. Oh my gosh. Someone's just tearing up over here.
All right, let's do it. Let's fucking go, chat. We're getting in there. This is going to be a hell of a ride of a verdict. Let's do it.
I've heard enough.
That's really stupid.
Oh, aren't you hilarious? I've actually heard enough.
That's what I said, and they were trying to argue it. And I'm like, are you serious? If it did.
Hold on.
Everybody here.
Pretty sure, Your Honor.
At this time, this court has reached a verdict. I want to start off by thanking everyone for their courageous and for being here today. We've heard powerful testimony from the prosecution outlining these severe, egregious acts alleged to have been committed by Maenad Thiasus. I'm going to start with some of the more simple charges that don't require as intricate of an explanation. For the charges of felony animal cruelty, desecration of a human corpse, felony trespassing, illegal exhumation, 3 times false imprisonment, 15 times kidnapping, 48 times active torture, reckless evading, and criminal possession of a government-issue firearm, Maenad Thiasus, I will be finding you guilty. The acts in these charges have been clearly articulated in the evidence brought forth by the prosecution and have gone largely uncontested by yourself or your defense counsel. However, there are some charges that require a bit more nuanced discussion and ruling. Before us today, in reference to Report 35879, Maenad Thiasus made it known that they themselves were in fact the one to commit the murders of the 30 individuals in the basement in Polito. Further evidence and testimony links Maenad Thiasus to the murder of 22 other individuals: Manderson Pattinkins, Brian Mitchell, Tate Digg, Harris, Alfred, Jennifer, and Mays Neal, Jackson Hughes, Emma Tinwell, Jerry Orbach, Sam Valteri, Elizabeth Wigberg, Ezra Megan, Mary Parker, Malachi Zarina, Susanna Amelia, Gavin Creel, and Juno Lemieux. Therefore, this court will be finding Maenad Thiasus guilty of a total of 52 counts of first-degree murder. This court will be dropping the 30 times human trafficking press, as these individuals were kidnapped and murdered by Maenad themselves. I will also be finding Maenad Thiasus guilty of attempted first-degree murder for the attack on Alexandra Carlson, and for the attempted murder and kidnapping of government employee charges for the assault on Demi Black. With regards to terrorism, this is largely the only charge openly contested by the defense. And after careful consideration, while I believe that Maenad was committing these atrocities in the name of their religion, I find myself asking if these acts were self-serving, or if they were in an attempt to intimidate a larger civilian population. Based on a closer review, there are several twats made by Maenad Thiasus at or around the times of the murders, directed at officers or their victims. These twats, on their own, may seem innocuous to the common person, but paired with a larger story, they tell a tale of intimidation while pursuing religious ideology and ambition. Therefore, I will be finding you guilty of terrorism. Lastly, given the findings of guilt laid out before this court, we have no choice other than to find Maenad Thiasus guilty of serial assaults and killings. Maenad, I will not be sentencing you today. A hearing will be held in the coming days where petitions can be made with regards to your sentencing. This will be scheduled in short order, and your sentence will be read afterwards. you are to be remanded back to Bolingbrook State Penitentiary until this hearing takes place.
Is a sentencing hearing so necessary?
It
I don't think
absolutely
anyone's
is.
Very well.
It absolutely is. And that is the ruling of this court.
Though I must ask,
Alright,
you
Crowley, go for the
found me
question.
guilty in regards to Demi Black? I believe you mean Anita May.
I apologize. I may have misspoke. I meant Anita May.
God, just Demi is just so distracting. Hey, you missed it. You missed it. Grizz and Atlas Roper apparently argued that
Yeah.
that weed isn't drug trafficking.
No,
Uh,
no. They said meth. They
Do
said that,
what?
yeah. It only the second
told
prong
you
of
it
drug
was risky.
trafficking only applies to meth, apparently.
Well, that's lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Figured you guys would like the laugh.
This is,
So am I like?
I
good
was
to
expecting a
go,
little more
or-
of a fight than that. Other than contesting one of
Oh no. Well, yeah, I don't
19
think we can
charges.
Go back to prison. I think that's fine. I think
Well, it must have been some
unhook the
crazy
cuffs,
legal
let me go,
strategy.
that sort of thing.
I don't know. It's going to make the sentence in here real rough. For her.
Frank,
If
you have
I were the
a court case
prosecutor.
later tonight, right?
Yeah, after tsunami.
Okay.
Ooh, what is it?
Probably be here for it.
Wrangler arrested someone for DUI and sale of drugs. And they're appealing it. And I mean, he submitted evidence on the docket of a picture of them clearly with bloodshot eyes. And gosh, if smells could come out of pictures, I could almost think that they smelled heavily of marijuana.
How are they contesting?
I told you it was
this?
Tristan. You can't trust that man.
So he's
I'll,
gonna testify to all that. And apparently,
Well, I can't drink either because no one gives me
Just
alcohol.
simply pointing out that the amount of murders, the
Well, you
type
have to
Until-
of
suffer
how
too?
it's conducted, all of
Until
that,
next time,
it
Captain
supports the
Pocket.
penalty.
counselor and detectives, do you have any questions?
I'm asking him a bunch of questions.
John, do you have anything based on how that came down?
I don't think so. No, I think it was pretty clear. No
You-
big things that I wasn't sure about.
Right. You guys understand why I made the ruling to back off of the 30 times human trafficking with that spontaneous admission of guilt before.
Yeah,
while under
no, I
oath.
completely get that.
Okay.
The only reason why I put the 30 times human trafficking is because I didn't know that they
Oh.
actually murdered the 30 people. I didn't have any hard evidence. I only had evidence that they had
Were
access
you
to
here?
them
Did you see what happened?
and then that they
What happened?
put
What
them
happened to
in
me? I
that
don't
scenario.
know. Nobody will tell me.
Right, and that's
Oh, no, I was in
when
Maenad I didn't see anything.
when Reggie and I were discussing in the back that he kind of played devil's advocate for me, and that was the one charge we were seriously looking at still. Reggie, I flipped back to yes on terrorism, just on a better look at the evidence. There's several twats that went out, ha ha ha, you can't get me, coppers, or things that occurred immediately after the murders that were targeted at the police in such a way that it was meant to disrupt and intimidate their operation while they were pursuing to catch them at the time. That's what caused me to flip back to guilty with the totality of that considered. I was real 50-50 on it.
Playing devil's advocate on that, because I'll do this again, because, it's always good to look at everything. Is the Unified Police Department a civilian population, or is it a government entity?
Well, if you look at the charge for
Get
terrorism,
one of you guys to come with me to just get her sent up to jail.
Yeah.
Them
All right.
get them sent up to jail.
Yeah.
notes of
do
the
you want me to
unlawful
go
use of
ahead?
extreme
Oh,
violence
go
and
If you
intimidation
can.
against government
Yeah.
entities that would pursue disruption, disabulation, or, it's the back half of the charge where that comes in. There was a
I
government
feel like
employee
it
that was
fits the
kidnapped
letter
and
of the
nearly
law,
murdered.
but not like the spirit of the law. Like if I'm
It's-
thinking
Yeah.
terrorism, I wish it was more applied to like terrorism as like someone fucking up the whole city and like big shit. I feel like a lot of charges like terrorism and drug trafficking and weapons trafficking have been
Well,
kind of like
the other
watered
bit,
down
So
I don't
the
know.
other bit where I kind of came back on it too, is that in the days following some of these murders, I'm sure you were aware of the notes and the riddles left everywhere. Praise be the Olympian. Things went on Twitter.
See, I haven't touched
No.
anything of this. I'm just literally devil's
Individuals like
advocating here.
Florian were, you know, you couldn't go to the vault without seeing "Praise be the Olympian" plastered on the window next to the banker, right? When things like that
Littering.
became involved, that's when I started to think, oh, maybe they are trying to work the civilian population, or at least get them interested in this cult-like behavior.
They also did twats for before they put 911s. They would also do twats pointing to the location of the murder and saying that people should come here to watch a show.
Yeah. See, I didn't see any of that stuff, and I think I'd agree with that then.
Maenad really did attack
I just
you.
wanted to play devil's advocate as I usually do, just to get your thoughts and get you thinking with it.
It's a good way to
I
get
say-
both sides. What the fuck is
I said I
happening over
didn't say
there?
anything offensive.
No, you didn't. They just.
Just
Norman, I'm gonna commend you on mentioning their names too, humanizing the people that got hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. There were 22 victims that we had the names of, 30 that we unfortunately didn't. Yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah, let me give you.
Yeah.
I literally said that to Cross, and Cross was just like, Norman won't care about that.
Here, I'll go
Like,
get. I can't drive
well,
actually.
As a judge, I care about that, and I learned that before I was even an attorney, that judges do care about hearing the victims' names and that kind of stuff. If someone's going to be trying to plead their innocence on it, or try and talk their charges down, best they stand there and mention the person's name.
I'll pay you for the case.
Right.
The
and
Cross
if-
thinks that you're a little bitch that doesn't care about names.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Cross.
Cross, you fucker.
Cross? See?
Yeah,
he
Norman's a
even
little
mentioned
bitch
the
who
name.
doesn't care about names.
Cross, you fucker.
Okay, well, he
I
mentioned
clearly care about names.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
He mentioned them.
I mentioned
He literally read
22
out
of them.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
He
there's a
mentioned
lot of
them
them.
because he was making his fucking judgment, and he knows shit like that is what ends in, like, you know, newspapers and stuff. He was trying to look great.
Did you see any media here?
There's no news.
Where's the news?
Media.
Where's the news?
Where are they? Where are they?
Yeah, there's no. I'm
Fucking
really
Cross.
happy
There's a
there's no
fucking
media
camera
for this.
inside of that dog. I'm telling you.
I'll stomp it.
There's-
Which dog?
Yeah, get it right there, the
Reggie,
pug.
no, I will actually arrest you.
God, I would not want to see a video of me getting my head bashed in.
No, you're not gonna
Ye-
see a
ye-
video of your head getting bashed in.
We're not.
God,
I'm happy
my
you're
head
okay,
hurts
though.
So bad.
Let's just admit defeat
There's
on this
Christmas
one.
lights everywhere though, so it's really nice.
That's,
Everywhere.
You're-
that's a
so pretty.
concussion.
I'm not allowed to drive, but the doctor said I can have one shot of whiskey because it's St. Paddy's. So I really want one.
You definitely deserve one.
Yeah.
I have an Irish coffee if you're interested.
Hey, you know,
Yes,
halfway through the
yes,
case,
yes, please. Can I have
halfway
it,
through the
please?
case, Reggie
Please.
said, "Hey, maybe we can get a pizza from the back over there." From the
No,
waitress."
I didn't. I asked if the Maldini's waitress that was behind Hayes could bring us some
Oh.
breadsticks.
There you go.
Mhm.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry. What? You actually?
What?
Anita is dressed like a
really
Maldini.
She's
She's
wearing a white shirt and a red
Kind of
tie
did
tie.
look like a Maldini's
That's
waitress.
not Maldini. She had that
Yeah.
Oh, what
outfit
the-
before Maldini's was a thing.
No,
I thought
okay.
Maldini's was here. I was like, fuck
I didn't
yeah.
say I'd give you $100 because I think it'd be funny if you said it and you said it.
I have a judged outfit that looks basically like a new Woo outfit too, so it happens.
You would be the uwu judge.
Oh, I would
What?
be, wouldn't I? Anyone would be.
Ooh,
Yeah.
true. True.
Yeah, that's
But you
well, he'd be
don't-
the one to like dress like the uwu judge.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think
That's
you
true.
would.
I don't
I don't
see
really
you
see
dressing
Reggie
like
in
you.
Yeah, I don't.
I've
I
actually
don't
got.
see
Do
Reggie.
you want to
Maybe he should
see my UWU uniform? Give me a sec.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'll go get mine
please.
too. Fuck it. Never wearing this goddamn shirt again. So
I think I saved it. What did I save it at?
y'all need any cute combos or?
Oh my god.
Keys, you
Oh,
you
Jesus.
did
Oh
great.
my
There was
God, you guys are
25
like the
goddamn
pastel
plus for
twins.
parts. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I took as much as I possibly could. I could have taken more, but it was.
I think I look good in
I've-
this.
Yeah, I think I look all right. Fuck people that are like, oh, you look like shit.
You guys look like it's Easter.
This was my
It is
manager's
spring.
outfit.
These are spring colors.
yeah, it is.
It is. It's very spring colors, and it's spring, so.
I haven't
I
worn
would
this
get
in
a
a
spring
while.
outfit. You guys look like you're going to a horse
Shut
race.
up, Demi. Who asked?
Look like you guys are going to a horse race, Reggie, because I know how much you
Who
love horses.
But I don't have a
Oh.
hat. How
Don't
Yeah,
make
I'm
me
gonna
call
bring it up.
Psychata. I will call Psychata.
Oh,
I'll
call
make him
Cy
fucking
Carter.
dark and
Call him.
I would.
Call him.
Call him.
Call him. I'm overdue for a
I'll tell him
Carter
how
bench
much
trial.
you love horses. You're a horse girl, Reggie.
Does that
Well,
make him a
horses.
jockey or just like a horse
Psychata,
appreciator?
there's an officer that's pissing me off. They're talking about horse teeth, and I
didn't bring up horse teeth,
Horse
motherfucker.
teeth.
I said horses, but now I'll bring up horse teeth.
horse teeth look weird. They've just got them at the front, and then there's a big gap. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Well, now you're thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
I didn't even bring up the horse teeth, Reginald.
Like, there's a lot
What?
of herbivores that got weird ass
What?
teeth.
Whatever you can prove, I think. I think there's a cap anymore. No cap, I'm pretty sure. Norman, is there a cap in civil suits for civilians anymore?
Against each other? No,
Okay.
only against PD.
Yeah, I didn't think there was. Yeah. Only against PD,
If you
because
can
PD's the little
send me
bitches.
the stuff for the hearing, because my brain is fried.
It's gonna have to be scheduled on the docket.
Oh no, I'm talking to.
What did he say?
My brain's
maybe
fried.
stop yelling about River. Can I come here actually for a second?
So is this...
I didn't even bring up the teeth. You made yourself mad.
I mean, yeah. all
Hey,
these different
Demi.
sources.
Hey,
What?
Tristan, why don't you say with your
I have
chest
a
what you said about
question.
cows?
What?
I have a
What did you say
question.
about cows?
I'm thinking about going for a bit of a trip up to the top of the vault. When I come with?
Shut up. No. You know my weakness is heights. Don't bring me to anywhere with those tall heights. Actually, yeah, bring me.
Wait, is she talking?
Bring me to. Yes.
Field trip to the top of the vault, apparently.
Okay, before I took a mumble pill, all I heard was yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I
no,
don't want to go to
she-
the damn vault.
Why not?
Actually, no, I
Do you
said
not like
yeah.
high places?
I said, yeah, let's go. Throw me off and see what happens. See what happens, Reginald.
Listen,
test me.
motherfucker. that's the best place to drop you from, and I know that.
I thought I would have mentioned something else. There's taller places than that.
Yeah, like the Vinewood sign.
Oh, you're actually
No,
trying to kill
I'm
me,
not
not just...
Psychata.
Okay.
No, come on, that's gimmick infringement, and you can't use Pain Tower anymore because that's RDM's spot to kill people.
Yeah. Also, the Maze Bank, Prune Gang. Are they even still a thing? Anybody know?
I thought, that was,
What-
I, thought they
wasn't
were,
there-
I thought they were about the Southside Mega Mall.
I have no idea. I just know that.
Wasn't
Melody
there a
was, like,
judge
broke
that
it.
fell off the vault, the top of the vault? They died.
No.
Was there?
Was it a lawyer?
I thought
Can't
it was
remember.
like a former DA, wasn't it?
Yeah. Something like that.
Good.
Seems like a fitting place for you to go, Demi.
Why? Why?
See if we can make history repeat itself.
Why? Give me your nail gun. Actually, no, I don't know about nail guns and heights.
Jesus.
Oh, good.
Stand a
Uh,
little
I'll
further
stab you
here.
before you can get a nail
No,
off.
behind you, just closer to you.
Yeah, well, the nail doesn't even do anything to you.
Is it really not?
No, it's only for tires. Look,
Don't-
Norman.
Don't test it. Don't test it. Don't
Yep,
test
yep,
it.
Still
nope.
Norman.
No.
It doesn't.
Oh,
it,
Hey,
it
it's
bounced right
literally
off.
blunt.
Oh,
It
Charity,
just bounced
let's
right
go.
off.
Take me.
Yeah.
Okay, then
They're-
why
they're
is there
blunt as
blood
hell.
on the floor?
Please don't abandon
I don't know.
I
thank you,
don't know.
everyone.
Why does this leave a casing?
Tristan, you could come along.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
I kind of want to get it so I can put it in the casings database so we know what the fuck it is.
No, don't, because no one else should have one.
Okay. Really funny though.
Speaking of having things,
It was given to me as a present.
I'll just
Demi
pick it
is-
up so it's not here then.
Demi, can I get one of those rubber shotguns that Crane has by any chance?
You'd have to ask someone higher rank than me
Okay.
for
Yeah,
that.
All right.
The high command need to approve it.
I'll go talk to Wrangler about it if he's around. He'd be all for it.
Talk to Bass. He'd probably give you one. Why can I not clear this anymore? What the fuck? All right, well, I'll just pick it up then. There we go.
Yeah, no one else should have one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And
throw it
plenty
in
of
the
people
trash.
Just like, let me hold it. Let me hold it. I'm like, fuck no.
No one tried to like rob it off of you. I'm actually surprised. Like, do not let Mike Block know you have that. I'm just gonna say that right now.
I think people don't care too much about it when I tell them it doesn't hurt people.
What does this look? Hold on, I just want to see what this looks like in your pockets.
Opinion so about that was not really your fault in regards to that. It was more of a.
Okay, I can take those down. Hey, we're done.
Wait,
Yeah.
the copper's still in there. I need to go report the fact I forgot right when I got here. Mike Block stole my gun.
I mean Demi's still in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go tell her.
Drama. Poor Siobhan.
Kristen, can I ask? Oh, that's over. Did you have any other strategy other than attacking the terrorism charge? No.